Y'all ever heard of the Israelites? You ever heard of the Israelites? Yeah? What y'all hear about the Israelites? What y'all hear about the Israelites? Lost tribes? Lost tribes? Yeah. Did y'all know that the Israelites is black people? Y'all knew that? How y'all know that?
Well, I mean, everybody say like we African.
Yeah.
But I mean, not like that. But I don't think we
Right.
same. You give me like same
Yeah.
nationality.
Yeah.
And then in the Bible it says like I
hear
don't want to take out context.
No, go ahead, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
I read something like lost nation don't know where they come from.
Yeah. Nah, that's a fact. We were lost. Yeah, exactly. And Jesus, y'all know Jesus was black, right? Y'all already know that, right? You know, they stole that from us. Like, give me Deuteronomy 28 real quick. I'm gonna show y'all two things. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I just want to holler at y'all real quick. Get Deuteronomy 28 real quick. This real quick. Get Deuteronomy 28. Get verse 1.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
You see that? So the Bible says that if we listen to the voice of the Lord, then He will set us on high above all nations of the earth. What happened was we did not listen to the Most High God. This is why black people are in the position we're in today. This is why we in the ghettos. This is why we in the hoods. This is why baby mama drama. This is why we cripping and blooding. It's because we left the way of the Heavenly Father. Remember, He told our ancestors, if y'all listen to me, then I will bless you. Get 15.
Verse 15.
I'm show y'all two curses and then
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
said, but if you don't listen to me, see,
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So right now we're cursed. Out of all the people on the face of the planet, who is like us? As far as living in hoods, gangs, hoods, literally got music genres talking about I'm gonna kill you, shoot you up, drill music. I'm gonna have sex with your woman. You understand what I'm saying? That's us. That's a curse. The reason why you think we're the last hire, first fire, everybody look at us like these niggas, is because we left the will of our Father and we started to sin. And then once we sinned, He said, I will curse you. And then He said, what? Give me, I will bring a nation from afar. Give me that one. I think that's 46.
49.
49.
Verse 49.
So now, it didn't start off, we didn't start off as slaves, right? We started off at a higher rank. We left God. The real God, not Christianity. Real God. We left Him. And once we left Him, He said, okay, now this is what I'm going to do to you. That's
Verse
it.
49.
All my life, never seen this in the church.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee
He brought a nation against us
from far.
From far away. They came, read.
From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
He says, as swift as the eagle flies. So He said He's going to bring a nation from afar as swift as the eagle flieth. Ain't that crazy that the United States of America symbol is an eagle? A bald eagle? Ain't that crazy? He said, I'm going to bring a nation from afar as swift as an eagle. Read.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not
We
understand.
can't speak in Spanish because the Spanish came over here. Then they were speaking English. We wasn't speaking English. He said a tongue that we would not understand. Right?
Salaki, verse 50. A nation of fierce
When
countenance.
they came and got us, they was fierce, bro. Everything that we have in our culture today, from women twerking, shaking their ass, all of that, that was put upon us. You know what you did on them sex farms? They had sex farms, bro. And they made our women strip in front of them. Why you think they strip now? They made our women strip naked in front of them and dance and all that. You know how we like to go to strip clubs and all that? They forced our women to do that. At first our women wasn't doing that. At first our women were modest covered up. But that nation of people, which is a fierce nation, they made us do it. They had, look this up, they had sex farms where they was literally raping our women, making them hoes. And then the women out of fear would teach their daughters, you gotta do whatever that white man said. So if you wanna lay with you, if you wanna see your body, you gotta do that. Generations of doing that, this is where you get today. Why do you think women wanna show our women wanna show their bodies? Why do you think they wanna be video vixens It was a learned behavior. He wasn't always like that. But the Lord said that was a curse. So our message is we're trying to get our young brothers to understand who they are so we can reverse this curse. I'm going to show you another one. Get 54, not 54. Yeah, 54. What's 54?
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you.
So at first we was brothers. At first we was nice to each other. At first when I seen you, I dapped you and I said I love you at first, right? Read.
And very delicate.
And we was delicate towards one another. Me and, oh my bad, brother, how you doing? We delicate towards one another, right?
His eyes shall be evil toward his
but
brother.
Now it says his eye gonna be evil to his brother. So now when I see what the fuck I got it.
All the prizes are gone. Again, thank you for participating, and we'll see you in July and in September.
When you ever think, no, we doing things like we gang bang. Why are we killing each other? Like, I'm gonna blow your mind with the next. Watch this. Keep reading, watch.
And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
Wait, read that one more time. Read that part one more time.
And toward the remnant of his children.
So it says his eye will be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall lead. Single parent households. Who leads the church in single parent households? We do. But what about domestic violence? We do. Fighting and all that. Our families fighting and all that. We do. The Bible said that this is a curse. So this is why we're going through what we're going through. Watch this. Read.
So that he will not give any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat.
Read.
Because he has...
Read the verse above that one. Read
53.
Yeah.
And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons.
I'm not 53. Read 56.
56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot.
So at first our women, they was tender, they was delicate, they were, you know what I'm saying? Read.
Foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
Fuck you, nigga, you ain't shit. Fuck you, nigga. Bitch ass nigga. That's the same thing. So at first our women were tender and delicate, but now she's evil to her husband. Right? Read.
And toward her son.
And towards her son. He look like your goddamn daddy.
Right.
How you tell? Like he knew that one. He knew that one. How you tell a son what type of mental scarring is that doing when you tell a son you get on my goddamn nerves because you look like your daddy? You know what I'm saying? Watch this, read.
And toward
her, y'all heard that before.
Sure. And toward her daughter. And toward her young one.
And towards her daughter. It says, and towards her daughter. You know, mamas out here dragging their daughters out by the hair, trying to beat them up and fight them. You know, little bitch, I'll fuck you up. All that. That's a curse. The reason why this is happening to us is because we left the God. You understand what I'm saying? So now, what we're trying to do is change it. The only way we can change it is literally by coming back to these commandments. You understand what I'm saying? Not Christianity. Christianity is a lie. Y'all Christians? Y'all Christians? That's what you was told. Yeah, understandable. Because that's what I was told. That's what I was at church. I'm thinking, when I tried to change my life, I'm like, okay, I gotta go to church. You know what I'm saying? He was out there doing what he was doing, and it's like, okay, now we don't want to do that no more. Let's go to church now. But church was a lie. Church was something that was created to keep us from knowing the truth of this book. And the truth of this book is that, can we do Deuteronomy 7:6? Yep, Deuteronomy 7:6.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
See, the Lord called us to be a special people, right? But the whole time we've been called niggas, dummies, ignorant, can't get a job. And really, this whole world belongs to us, but we left the way of the Heavenly Father. Now we're subject to gangbanging. Now we're subject to poverty. Now we're subject to roaches in the house. Now we're subject to the projects. Now we subject to depression, so we gotta get high so we don't think about it. Gotta get drunk so we don't think about depression. You know what I'm saying? Now they tell us, look, the only place for a black man is in football, basketball, or in gym. Or a rapper. I mean, you know, how many of us tried to be rappers on here? We all tried to rap. All tried to chase a music career because that's the only thing they tell us we could do. All tried to be a football player. All tried to be a basketball player. That's the only thing they tell us we could do. And we didn't even know that we was a special people. We didn't know. You know, King Solomon, David, they were all black. So get Job 30:30. If these people, and get Songs of Solomon, if these people are black, why they got them look? Look, let me show you. That's why I pulled this up. I'm gonna show you how does Job look. Let me show you this. Look at this. Why does Job look like this? Look at that. Who's that? Who's it? They say this is Job. They say that's how Job look. Can y'all see it?
Yeah.
You see that? Yeah. Look like a white skinny man, right?
Yeah.
They say that's how Job look. They say that's how Job look. But read Job 30:30.
The book of Job, chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black
Job
upon me.
just said his skin was black.
My skin is black upon me.
He said my skin is black upon me. What color is your skin? What color is your skin? Job said his skin was black. Who the hell is this? This is weird shit.
My skin is black upon me.
Uh-huh.
And my bones are burned with heat.
Because when we in the sun, what happens to our skin? We get that tan. You understand what I'm saying? So why the hell does Job look like a white sick man? When his skin, they say his skin was black. Now this that Songs of Solomon?
This is the book of Songs of Solomon.
Now this Solomon, this a kid. Look, now this is what they say Solomon look like. This is what they say Solomon look like. Wait. Watch, read. Watch what Solomon look like.
Verse 5. I am black.
He is what?
I am black.
He is what?
I am black.
Solomon said, I am black. What the hell is this? Solomon look like you, brother. So when people try to talk about you because of your dark pigment, how? King Solomon was black like me. Job was black like me. Christ had woolly hair like me. You understand? Watch, keep reading.
I am black but
He said
comely.
I'm black but comely. Black but beautiful. Who was the first to say I'm black but beautiful? Solomon was. He said I'm black but comely. But he wasn't, see, I'm like, you know, we a little, you know, lighter. Solomon said, no, let's see how dark Solomon was. Read.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem,
Uh-huh.
as the tents of Kedar.
Look at the tents of Kedar. You look up the tents of Kedar, it's black like your shirt. That's why he said, I'm that black. He said, I'm that black. So you can't mistake it. Maybe if it was like my color, you can mistake. He might have been a little, you know. Nah, he said, I'm a little olive, right? Because I say olive. You can't even say that because Solomon said, I'm black like. When you look up the tents of Kedar, look up the tents of Kedar real quick. See if you can find the image. I'm going to show it. That's like your shirt, bro. Solomon was excuse my language, I'm going to be real with us. Solomon was what they consider a black nigga. You understand what I'm saying? That's how dark Solomon. Now, if Solomon was that color, and David, King David, you know, David slew Goliath. If that was David's son, what color was David? Had to be. And if Christ come from them, because you know Christ come from the seed line of Solomon and David, what color was Christ? Had to be. So who the hell is that skinny man that got on the cross? Who is that dude that they got holding the lamb talking about, believe in me? That ain't, hey, Christ's voice wasn't that soft. Christ, it says his voice was like many waters. You got it? Yeah, this was the tents, yeah. The tents of Kedar, they normally black. It's kind of furry. You see the tents? Yeah. Black. You understand what I'm saying? That's what Solomon said he was. Now let's get the last one. Let's get Christ real quick. I'm gonna just show him Christ. Get the one in Revelations, and then you get the one in Daniel. Yeah.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 13.
Now, I'm pretty sure y'all heard this before. Read.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
He had a garment. He had like a royal garment down to his foot, right? So from here to his feet, he had a long like robe on. Read.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
He had a golden belt on. Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His hairs and his hair was white like wool, right? Now, that's literally talking about the texture. And I'm going to show you that's talking about the texture of wool. You understand what I'm saying? It says his hair was woolly like yours. Just like yours. Watch this, read.
As white as snow.
That's what it's known. Now watch this. I'm gonna show you that. Read.
Daniel chapter 10, verse 6.
This is another description of it. Read.
His body also was like the beryl,
Uh-huh.
and his face has the appearance of lightning,
Because he's so glorified, you can't. It's like trying to look at the sun. You can't see his face. Read.
and his eyes as lamps of fire.
Read.
And
So
his-
wait, his eyes was like lamps of fire. So why the hell they got him having blue eyes? His eyes just had a reddish tint to it, kind of like how our eyes get. You understand what I'm saying? That's how our eyes get, especially when we drink a little wine. And it only makes sense because Christ drank a lot of wine. It says Christ was a wine. Did y'all know Christ drank wine? It's a prophecy. You understand? Get Genesis, just show them that prophecy real quick. Because somebody might be like, Christ drank wine. Christ drank wine. Yes, he did. His first miracle was turning water into what? Into wine. Christ said, what kind of party is this with no wine? He said, get the barrels of water, bring it to me. I'm gonna make this wine. Christ was excuse my language? Christ was a real nigga. No, that's real. You know, anything we think of is like a real nigga. Christ was a real nigga. He was a real one. You really, I challenge y'all, go home. Cause I ain't gonna be here before y'all too long. Cause I know y'all chilling. Go home, get a Bible, bro. You ain't gotta tell nobody. Stop. Read the book of Matthew. Just read it. You know what? I ain't doing shit. Just read. Let me read a chapter real quick. Read a chapter a day. On your own time. Whenever you're ready, just read it. It ain't gonna hurt you. You really find out how Jesus was. You'll find out he was the realest person you ever know. He was not what they portray him to be. Watch this. Read that.
Book of Genesis chapter 49, verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
His eyes should be what?
His eyes shall be red with wine.
It says his eyes shall be red with wine. So his eyes is red like how when we drink wine and we get that reddish tint. For all y'all out there that don't know, Christ drank wine and that's why his eyes is red. Like his eyes red like that, he drank wine. You understand? That's another prophecy dealing with Christ. Now, I want to go back to the pure wool. That's the one I want. I want to show him his hair texture. Because, you know, white people try to get slick. Well, it didn't say his hair was the texture of wool. It says it was white like wool. Well, I'm going to show you it was actually the texture of wool. Like the pure wool. It's in Daniel.
Seven.
And
Yeah, there we go. The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 9.
this is all the description of Christ. Read.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool.
It says the hair of his head like pure wool. So that means it was like that. It was like yours. Can you imagine? And check this out. That's not even his earthly form. That's his godly form. So in his godly state, he looked like you. Because how dark skinned was Christ? Now, once you get the pure wool, go back to that one. Read. Revelations.
As white as snow.
Shit. Hey, look, at least you got some quick reflexes. Okay, go ahead, read that.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right. Says his eyes was a flame of fire, right? Read.
Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
He was black like that little bee that rolled by. That's how black he was. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm happy that bee rolled by. He was black just like it. Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
His feet like brass, read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Like, now, if you burn anything in the furnace, how that look? Now let me tell you how cold this is. Typically, your feet are lighter than the rest of your body because it's in your shoes, so it doesn't get as tint as your body. So, but it says his feet was like black, like burnt. So how was his body?
Right.
It just says his feet. So if you an idiot out there, you think, oh, well, just his feet was black. Well, now let's get this one again.
Book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 6. His body also was like the beryl, and his face has the appearance of lightning, and,
So
his,
he had an angelic appearance, right?
and his eyes as lamps of fire,
And we know why his eyes was like fire, because it was like he won.
and his arms and his feet,
And his arms and his feet,
it like in color to polished brass.
like color of polished brass. And when we read the account of Revelations, like it was burned in the furnace. So who the hell is that white dude they got in the church with blue eyes? He's supposed to have red eyes, woolly hair, or nappy hair, and black skin. It's crazy, huh? All our life in church, we ain't seen none of that. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't want you to know you are God. And somebody might be like, that's blasphemy. How are we gods? I'm gonna show you. You related to God. I'm gonna show you that. They don't want you to know that you related to God. That's why they want you to be a nigga. They want you to be a rapper. They want you to be a crip. They want you to be a blood because they don't want the gods to wake up. They don't want the gods to wake up. You are a God with a little G. He's the big God with a big G. You're a God with a little G. I'm gonna prove it to you. Watch this. Read.
Book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 6.
Because you are the nation of Israel. That's who you are. You're an Israelite. You're not an African. You're an Israelite. We are the true Israelites. When they was taking us on them slave ships, they were taking Jews. The real Jews in the slave. This is documented history. If I had more time, I could show you this, bro. But if y'all ever wanted to come to the school or whatever, y'all should come. But I could show, I'll blow y'all my history. Even outside of the Bible, I'll show y'all that we was Jews in West Africa, bro. I'm gonna show y'all a map called Negro Land. Have you ever heard of that map? Before I gotta show y'all this. But read this one real quick.
The book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 6. I have said, ye are gods.
He said, I've said, ye are gods. Read.
And all of you are children of the Most High.
And all of you got the one in John. Thank you. Hold that one. We're going to read that one too. He says, all of you are the children of the Most High. Read.
But ye shall die like men.
But we die like men because we sin. But we are gods. They don't want us to know that we're the real gods. But anything, I'm giving you the cheat code. Anything you want in this life, you can have it. You just got to know who your power is first.
That's
your
right.
power is God. What y'all want? What y'all want? What y'all want? Like righteousness. In righteousness though. What you want? You want to have a good career? You want to be financially stable? You tired of being at your mom's house all day and doing shit? Tired, I don't know, we doing the same shit every day. Sitting at the park, sometimes you go through phases where you're depressed, you're just sitting at the park all day, don't know what to do. Then at night, you try to get your mind off of whatever happened in the morning. You try to go out and party, but then that get depressing because then after a while, it's just a whole bunch of people trying to shit on each other. Right? You get high out your mind, then you wake up the next morning depressed as hell, so you got to get high some more.
Right.
I know this life because I've been there. You think it's fun for a little bit, then you look up and you're 35 and you're like, damn, I've been doing this since I was 19. How old are you? How old are you? Been doing this shit since I was 19. You don't look up and do the same shit. You sit at the same park doing the same thing. Depressed, sad. The reason why is because you don't know your power. You can do whatever you want. You want a nice house? You want a nice car? Go back to your power.
That's right.
Go back to God. He'll give you that. If you go back to Him. I know. I'm a true believer. I'm proof of that. My life is the same way, bro. I gave my life to God truly, though. Started keeping His commandments, started knowing who I was. I'm like a God walking on this earth. It's nothing that I can't have and nothing that I can't get. That was my secret hidden power that they didn't tell us about. I'm trying to show y'all got a secret hidden power. Y'all don't have to do this. Right now, you can look up next year, you could be making 6 figures. You can be doing whatever you want. This world is yours. But you gotta go back to the Creator so you can get it. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this. This is in John. Read that one in John.
Come on, it's the book of John, chapter 10 and verse 34. Jesus answered them, is it not written in your law? I said, ye are gods.
He said, I said, ye are gods. You see that? Jesus said that. Ye are gods. You understand? Now, let me show you this Negro land map. Let me show you this real quick. Here it is, right here. All right. So this is the Negro land map, right? This map was in the 1700s. Okay. So you see this Negro land? It was called Negro land. Let me see if I could, make it bigger. There we go. See it? Negro land. Now, Negro land was a map that of West Africa, all right? Because that's where we were taken from. We were taken off the coast of West Africa, right? Let me show y'all. So, like, have y'all ever if you paid attention in school? You ever heard of the Gold Coast or the Ivory Coast? All right, so in school they'll teach you. See, this the Gold Coast. You understand? This is where we were taken from, right? But now look at this. Check this out. In Negro land, right? You can also see it says Slave Coast. You see that? Slave Coast. But look at this. Because the white man was putting this together so he can see and draw up the map so he can see when he comes to take us out how he can. It's like kind of knowing, mapping out the hood. Like we got to map out the enemy's hood so when we shoot up the block, we can exit this way. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of what the white man was doing. He was creating these maps so that he can know how to go into our lands and take us out, right? So notice what he did. So notice he has Gold Coast. So he's like, okay, this is where the gold is at. So when I go there, I'm gonna take the gold from there, right? I'm gonna stick. You know, we had gold mines. We had gold mines. We had gold tailing piles, like dust. We had so much gold in West Africa that was belonging to us. It was called the Gold Coast. We had, you talk about, you see these fake ass rappers with all this gold now. It had nothing to what we had when we was in West Africa. We had literally so much gold, it was like dust, gold dust. It's called tailing piles. Literally, you pick it up and it's dust, gold. We had bricks of gold, mountains of gold. Really, literally, like if that was a mountain, you could go inside of there and there's gold everywhere. They took it off and take it off. They had liquid gold. They had liquid gold. This is real shit. This is what they took from you. This is why when they say reparations, it's nothing they can give back to us.
That's right.
You understand? They handed this shit down to their families, and this is why they rich today. But it belonged to us. Now, this is what I really want to show y'all. So now, you see, Negro land, right? So this was the land of the Negroes. Notice how it's not the land of the Africans, it's the land of the Negroes, right? Yeah, get that axe.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Slave coast, you see that? But watch this. Kingdom, right? Can see king. So kingdom of Judah.
1700.
Kingdom of Judah. Wait, hold on. Why is that important? Because what's another name for a Jew? Judah. Judah.
Line of Judah and all that.
Judah. So the Jews come from the tribe of Judah, but it says the tribe of Judah, which is where the same tribe Jesus was from.
I got that. Hebrews.
Read that.
Come on, this is the book of Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
You see that? Jesus came from Judah.
Come on.
So look, the slaves came from Judah. You a Jew. You never was African.
That's right.
You a Jew. They lied to us the whole time. They lied to us. Ain't that about a
Man. Right.
Damn. That's what they took now. Acts 13.
The book of Acts, chapter 13, verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain
This
prophets
is in the church.
and teachers,
These are prophets. These are teachers. What were they? Read.
as Barnabas and Simeon.
These are prophets and teachers. See, they don't tell you prophets and teachers. They tell you niggas and whatever the hell they want to tell us. But
Right.
we was prophets and teachers. That's it, read.
That was called nigger.
That was called nigger. Some pronounce it Niger, others pronounce it nigger. If you look it up in the Blue Letter Bible, Blue Letters definitions of words, it's going to say nigger. They were called niggers back then because all nigger or Niger means is black. The prophets in them was black. So I don't want to give y'all too much information. So what am I telling y'all? I'm telling y'all the real Jews. They stole us, stole our heritage from us. Now we're trying to get back. And y'all want to change your life? Y'all want to be sitting somewhere else in a couple years or in the next year? Come with us. I'll show you. I'll show you how to do it. You want to have financial freedom. You want to have a good career. You want to have a good family. You want to be blessed. Good credit. Good everything in your life. Come to these commandments. Go to get Joshua 1 and 8. You gotta get Joshua 1 and 8.
That's his favorite right there.
It's my favorite one.
I was going to tell y'all for that same scripture that we just read, you look it up in other translations because it's the King James. But the New Living Translation, it says, among the prophets and teachers of the church of Antioch of Syria were Barnabas and Simon, called the Black Man. That's what they call it. That's what they call it. It's the same exact thing. Same exact thing.
But if I look up Paul and Barnabas on Google right now, is they gonna be black men? We'll be some damn stripping up white men. You know what I'm saying? With a bald head, probably.
Yeah, bald head.
Go ahead, read that.
It's the book of Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
We teach you how to keep these laws, right? We give you, because the reason why we are in a position we're in, because we don't know how to live. We're kind of like lawless. We're just out here living. You know what I'm saying? So we just out here living. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have a laws, guidelines. You got to have something to govern you by to order your life and order your footsteps. You know what I'm saying? See?
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
Then we're going to make our way prosperous. See?
And then thou shalt have good success.
I can help y'all, man. I'm telling you, this Bible can help y'all. The truth of it, the laws of it. You know what I'm saying? So how y'all feel about that, man?
Man, my brother.
Facts. Hey, take our
contacts.
Yeah. Take our contact. Keep going, Jake.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, take our contact, bro, and y'all stay over here. Yeah. Y'all got a whip or y'all what y'all do throughout the day, like Tiffany? Because you know, there's a lot of us. You know, we got a whole school to where we teach, we change the way we was living. So from that street mindset of living, we change the way we was living, and then we get success from it. You know what I'm saying? We each one teach one. So if y'all want to learn how I balance my life with my family and everything, and how we got a good career, good success, we can teach you how to do it. You know, take my number. It's 323-740-2975. And if y'all ever wanted to come to class real quick, I'll pick y'all up, bro. Yeah, take my way. And then like, look, it's we all young men, bro.
Right.
909-656. Well, I didn't mean to say all.
Majority.
A lot of us.
Majority of
us.
us.
Some older brothers too. That's our older
Y'all
brothers.
stay right here.
But y'all young in the spirit. Yeah. So if y'all ever need a ride, we'll scoop y'all up, man. We chill. It's like I said, we brothers. It's our brotherhood. This is like our fraternity. It's like our gang, but a righteous gang.
That's right.
Together. We hang together. We drink together. We party together in righteousness and love and protect each other. You know what I'm saying? And if you wanna, and I can tell y'all drawn to wanting to change. I can feel the energy. Like, man, I wanna see how I feel to really change and really, you know, change my life for the better. It's nothing that's true. All we teach is this. The Bible tells us this. You know, the Bible teaches us how to save our money. The Bible teaches us how to love our brother. The Bible teaches us how to work with our hands. The Bible shows us how to do this thing. So all we do is show you how to obtain freedom in a better life. Trust me, it won't go. So if y'all, I got your number, Mike, and Roll. Huh? Oh yeah. I'm gonna text. You got his number. I'm gonna text him.
All right, come.
Roland, Ratazan. But you can call me Rata for sure. Yeah, and then what's up, bro? If y'all ever look, if y'all wanna come, check it out, bro. Like I said, it ain't no. We young, bro. We young. We all from LA.
Right.
So it ain't like no weird. We all from the city. You know what I'm saying? We all. It's just that we changed our life. Right. Even the homies see it. They like, damn, bro, you really changed our life, bro. They not ready to give up that fast life. They like, dang, just give me a little bit more time. Like, man, my life. So when they going through with their baby mamas and all that shit, I ain't got that problem. They got that problem. They be like, man, bro, they be telling me stuff and like, man, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. I'm like, bro, you wouldn't be going through that if you was doing this. If you was really doing this, bro, you'll be happy like me. We happy, brother. So, y'all,
Appreciate it.
for real, man.
Love y'all
Much
brothers,
love to y'all
man.
brothers,
For real.
We gonna hit y'all, brother. Hey, I'm gonna text you our YouTube. We got a YouTube channel, so I'm gonna.
All right, King.
All right, man. Appreciate it, bro.
No problem, brothers.
Yes, sir. Y'all brothers be safe. So, hey, I'm gonna text you, bro. So, if you wanna come through, like whenever, like, hey, bro, I'll come through. We'll have somebody shoot you up. Check us out. All right, brother. Love y'all.
Y'all see y'all?
Yep, love y'all.